Coleman, a couple of pretty good performances in a row here. What's been the key to turning things around, do you think?
I think just our execution. I think we haven't really been breaking plays off. We've been really elevating each other, making plays for each other, and just listening to whatever coach says, whatever play he calls, we're running it, and we're running with pace, making the right reads. So I think it's just been a lot better execution and more attention to the game plan. So
seems like total buy-in on offensive ball movement and hard defensive play. Was there a change in mindset for you guys over the last week or two?
I think we've just been able to lock in more and kind of just block out, outside noise. We kind of just been focused on being better because we know the potential that we have, and we've been practicing hard and we earned to play the way that we're playing right now. With the way we've been locked in, attention to detail during practice, the amount of time we put in and the effort we've been putting in lately. So I think we've deserved to start playing like this.
Is there a moment where you recognize, hey, if I make this extra pass, it benefits everybody and everybody's numbers are eventually going to get there?
Yeah, and I've sat down with Coach Frazier and just watched film, and he's stopping it and playing it and showing me times where I might have missed people, and I'm not a selfish guy. We both know that I would make these passes, but it's just like getting caught up in the game. I think it's very contagious when someone can make a pass, or it could be also contagious when someone doesn't make a pass. So someone might turn down a pass to me, and then all of a sudden the next play I might do it to them. But it's different when everyone's moving the ball and hitting open shots and getting the best shot possible. So it's really contagious.
Shift back the spread. How's that help you guys ultimately?
I think it just gave us more structure. It's before it's kind of a randomness, but I think with the guys we had, I think it was just kind of hard for them to get adjusted and really know how to create advantages. So I think spread gives us a little more structure, puts us in better positions for all of us, whether it's Matt, Terrence coming downhill with his left hand, Dane rolling. It's just easier for all of us because we kind of know exactly what we're doing in the moment. So,
Jaden, how's he been able to kind of adapt to help you guys play the guys?
Yeah, I think Jaden is an elite scorer, 3-level scorer. He has a mid-range game, 3-point shot. So I think he's been very quietly been killing. Really, I think he's been great for us coming off the bench, bringing in energy. Defense and offensively. So I think the biggest thing for him is kind of just leading on offense. If we're kind of misplaced on offense, just telling us where to get to in our spots and kind of just leading us in that way. If coach doesn't have a call, make a call for us. But I think he's been excellent for us.
So many new guys and so many young guys on this team. One, how have you seen this group adjust to the rigors of just the constant fighting through Big 12 play and all the not back-to-backs, but short rest time? And then two, with you being a guy who's been through it before, have you kind of helped lead this group step up and try to help them through the rigors of that?
Yeah, I've just been telling them, we can't afford to lose any games. I think the big message is we kind of almost have to be perfect. We have to limit mistakes. You see how crazy the Big Ten gets. Everybody's getting popped. There's no perfect team in the Big Ten. So I just told them playing hard and focus on things that don't worry about things you can't control. I think really it's all about who plays the hardest, who rebounds, and really locks in on scouting report. And I think we've been doing that well lately. So I think they've adapted well and they're more focused and kind of have the realization it's very possible to play well, but if you're not really locked in on attention to detail and playing hard, you won't win. So
What have you seen on film from Michigan State that's going to challenge your team?
They have some great pieces. I think the biggest thing is the way they pitch the ball ahead. That combo of Walker and Hogard they're a lethal group. Hogard is pushing the ball well. He's assisting people. Walker's shooting the ball extremely well. And those drops, he's lethal in the mid-range game. Hauser can shoot the three trailing. Coloco's a lob threat. So they have some pieces that are really good for them. But I think the main thing would be their their pace in which they play and pitching the ball ahead and spacing the floor as well. So.
You guys have had some battles in your time here. Does any of that carry over to the new guys here on the roster? Do you have to tell them about the rivalry with Michigan State?
Yeah, so even like Nebraska, I told them like the last 2 years I've been here, it was never handed to us. It's been a battle. So you can't look at who you're playing. You can't. It's got to be the same amount of energy towards every opponent. You have to respect your opponent, but you know, I'll tell these guys like, you know, we haven't lost to these guys. You know, we lost to them at home the freshman year. You know, Io got whacked in the face. You know, I can't really, you know, get mad at Sissoko now, but you know, it's kind of always been just a brutal, you know, battle, tough physical battle. So I'll let these guys know that it's either the refs are going to call it tight, like Coach said, or they're just going to let us play. They're going to let us be physical, and it's just going to be a physical, tough game. Whoever plays the hardest is going to win. So.
From your perspective, does it seem like Dane is just made for this drop coverage and the way that he can protect the rim?
Yeah, I think Dane's been great. I think he's real physical, and him being able to just wall up and absorb contact has been great too. You know, I think he's doing a good job of just walling up and not fouling. He's very strong, and I think a lot of times people I think they look at him and think he can't really move, but I think he moves well. And I think his biggest thing right now would just be making sure he calls out. He's loud and clear for those guards to, you know, adjust their hips and get in those drop ball screens. But I think he's been great in the weak coverages. So.